guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jamesia Capri, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today we have a special broadcast, a special show. We have the 8 o'clock couple motivation here. Mostly these are lady entrepreneurs, but we do have one male in our group who just kind of rounds us off and keeps us straight. That is Mr. Triple J, but we are getting ready to get started with our live stream. Guys, we are a group of entrepreneurs that are on Clubhouse, and we would love for you to join us on Clubhouse. But if you can't, we're going to try to be here on YouTube a little bit more and just kind of expose ourselves to you guys and talk to all of you. So I'm going to bring everyone up on the show. And this is Renee. This is Shelly, Stars Tina, Maisha, and Triple J. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to talk, but he is here, and when he can, he will. So, hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Great.
Amazing.
Good, good. This is new for us, you guys. We are live. People can actually see us. So this is amazing. So what I want to do, guys,
on camera until I feel the love.
Hey,
How you
Daddy
feel the
J.
love?
Can you come on camera, please?
Yes, please.
Please, Triple J.
You guys know I just like attention.
Yes.
It's so funny.
It is good to see everyone. It's good to see you. I wanted to start off by pretty much just kind of introducing ourselves, and we'll go around and we'll start with Renee, and we'll end with Stars Tina. And then Stars Tina, I'll just have you talk about the 8 o'clock couple motivation, what prompted you to start it, how it got started, what your vision is for it, and then we'll go from there. How does that sound? Okay. All right. Well, I am Dr. Jamesia. You guys know me. I am a family nurse practitioner, and I'm an associate professor online. I'm also in the intermittent fasting space, the mindset space, all of those good things. And I come here and I inspire, uplift, and motivate you with all types of educational material for you on my channel. And so I want to just introduce everyone and just kind of just say what you do, what you're doing, and say hello to the people. Renee, how you doing, girl?
I am fantastic. Thank you for having us here. And I am Renee, and I am an accountability coach that keeps coaches on track as well as clients on track to whatever they need, whatever their goals are. I help them plan, implement, organize, and accomplish what they need to get done. And the way I got involved with this 8 a.m. cup of motivation is through my own personal fitness journey with Elite Stars and now Fitness on Fire.
Okay. Now, what is Elite Stars?
Elite Stars is the company that Tina owns and runs. That is they do mindset, they do life coaching. She does group fitness classes, personal training classes, and I'm sure she'll speak a lot more to that when she's up. But it is such an amazing company that I became a part of it because it totally transformed my life. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's amazing. When you say it totally transformed your life, what are you speaking of?
So back in 2021, I had been struggling, watching family members not make some healthy lifestyle choices, and it took a very serious toll on their lives, some of which are now irreversible, right? And I saw what was ahead of me if I didn't change with regard to the health and fitness. And then also just the whole well-being and happiness. So I had been trying to do what was right, to make a decision that I didn't want to live that lifestyle anymore, and had been going to a local spin studio every day, sometimes multiple times a day. But, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And Tina at the time was an instructor there, and she noticed me struggling and offered some tips and that would help me with the bike, and it did. But she also told me about what her company did, and basically said if I listened to everything she said
Mhm.
and did everything she said, I would see results guaranteed. And she was right. So I went all in, literally took her at her word, and totally transformed not only my body,
Mhm.
and I got rid of a lot of excess weight that was literally weighing me down and body fat, but basically my energy level and my whole happiness and ability to live life like I never have before. So
Man, that sounds amazing, Renee. So you said that you were doing the spin class every day. What do you think was the difference between doing that, seeing no results, and working with Tina and seeing all these amazing results?
because at the spin class, and I love spin, I love the bike,
Mhm.
but the difference was that I had a one-on-one person who was focused only on me,
Okay.
right? And really was dialed into what my needs were, because my needs are not your needs. They're not Triple J's needs, right? So she really connected with me one-on-one. And that is what I feel was key, that connection and the caring about the well-being.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes we just need a one-on-one. Sometimes we just really need a cheerleader and somebody who can just, boost us up and cheer us on and kind of keep us accountable. And I think that sometimes we forget that accountability piece. We feel like we can do everything on our own. Sometimes we can if we're kind of like that, but sometimes we do need some accountability. So thank you for sharing that, Renee.
You're
And
welcome.
I heard something about maybe you're having like some type of graphic design business or something like that. Is that what I heard?
So yeah, I have also, in addition to the accountability, I have also gotten into graphics, and so yeah, that's another avenue that I'm exploring. I love it. Tina opened the door for me to do that for her, and I just started loving it. It's just a form of expression art, right?
I've seen your work. You do an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys hit Renee up.
Is that my signal?
Thank you, Triple J. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Shelly Carter, how are you, ma'am? Good morning.
Hi.
No, that was me applauding you, y'all. I'm sorry.
We
So
heard
okay,
you.
got it. I'm so excited. Look, we're actually looking at each other and talking to each other and talking to everybody else. It couldn't get any better. So let's see. I am Shelly A. Carter. Don't leave out the A. I'm a cross-licensed real estate professional in the state of New Jersey, but I do work with people across the country, and I can get into that later on a one-on-one basis. But essentially, cross-license means that I have real estate banking and life insurance licenses. I have those licenses so that I can be in collaboration with my peers, not in competition with my peers.
Okay.
So that works very well because I always fit some place and I never have to worry about stepping on anybody's toes. My place in the group is I'm in this mindset and monetization groove. It is my happy place. It is where I have existed. And I'm going to be taking a mix of my real life experience and technology and marrying them in a way where I share what I know, what I've experienced, and what I learn along the way. Next.
Okay, so it sounds like you're going to help us and the viewers learn how to make a little bit of money with what they're doing. Is that what am I getting that right?
That is my goal, is to show people where the money is. We are all surrounded by money.
I want to know where the money is too.
Yeah. And, but I have so much to learn from you. I have so much to learn from Tina and Maisha and Triple J and Renee. And the thing is that sometimes we need a little bit more and we get turned off by these people singing these $1 million dreams in our head, when really all that would help us is an extra 500 or 1,500 a month.
Yeah.
So I look forward to bringing some of those big budget gurus into our universe. But for me, it's going to be practical, everyday experiences where I can just feel like I'm staying in my lane and being authentic, because that's where we need to. And if I grow and if I do have some blockbuster days, I will not just say, hey, I had a blockbuster day. I'll tell everybody how I got there.
Okay, that is awesome. And okay. All right, thank you.
Sound effects.
Listen, Shelly, so you look amazing. This is my first
Thank
time
you.
actually seeing you. I want to say this. We're going to come back. We're going to circle back and talk about how you're making money on Facebook. I'm going to talk about how I'm making money on YouTube. And then I'd like for Maisha to talk about how she's making money on Instagram.
Yes.
And anybody else who's making money somewhere else that we can talk about. So I think that's going to be amazing. We'll do that. And then we'll actually wrap it up in a few minutes. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Triple J, say hello to the people.
Well, hello, everyone. Hello. How's everybody doing?
Hello, Daddy J.
Yes. Should
Hi,
I do my
Triple
real
J.
name? No, don't start that. I have to introduce
We're
myself.
being
Right,
nice.
wait,
We're
hold on.
being nice because it's our first one. But you know,
Yes.
it's like anything else. The first time you're just breaking it in, and then you know, the more we do this, the smoother the ride will be.
I don't know what you're talking about. I check out my car before I take long rides to have a smooth ride. So I don't know what you're talking about. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, 8 a.m. Cup of Motivation proudly brings to you its reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the unbreakable Triple J.
Yes.
Wait, where's the
better.
applause after that? You're supposed to do like a whole applause.
Oh, wait,
button for that.
girl, you're right. Where is my applause? You're right. Where's my applause? Oh no, my applause is gone. Come on, it's gone. That's live. You mess up when you're on live. I have to get the sound effects later. It's okay. What's that?
Okay, we got some feedback. Is that coming from you, Tina? All right. Cool. All right. So what should I do? Should I keep my behave yourself? Tina, should I keep my mic open or what?
Turn your Clubhouse mic off.
Off. So how are they going to hear us?
My phone.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Triple J, for introducing yourself. Now I want to introduce Maisha, the owner.
There's a back chat. I don't know if you want to turn the volume down on something.
Okay.
We'll get it together.
And maybe
All right.
Renee, you can.
How does it
mute
sound
yourself.
now? Is that better, Maisha and you guys? Okay, cool. All right. So listen, she is the owner, the author, the starter, the woman who is the sensual, sexual, finding all your goodies, all your chocolate and whiskey inside of you, Maisha. Hi, Maisha.
The chocolate and whiskey. I feel like Triple J needs to come up with a theme song for me. We're gonna work on that, Triple J. Some theme music. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hello to those of you who are joining us on Clubhouse, because Tina was like, we have to be on Clubhouse too. So hey to y'all hanging out in the room with us on Clubhouse. Though you should, if you come to YouTube, then you'll be able to actually see our faces too. So definitely chime in here. My name is Maisha. I am the sensual alchemist, and I work with women, assisting them and guiding them to discover their inner sensual power so they can be the bold, magnificent, orgasmic women that they were designed to be, live fully in their bodies, fully expressed in their truth, have all the great health, the love, the wealth, everything that they desire. Yes, I am a author. I do have a couple of ebooks out now. Yes, I am all about the sensuality. Yes, I make Triple J run from all of our rooms all of the time when I'm speaking, but he's gotten so much better now. He sticks around now more. He doesn't just get up and leave after it's all over. I appreciate that. Thank you, Triple J, for staying and cuddling afterwards.
He's so sweet. So Maisha, we are in Fit, Healthy, and Blessed, 8 o'clock Cup of Motivation. Can you tell us a little bit about how sexuality and sensuality for women, men, women and men, how that plays into our health? Just a little bit, just a little taste.
Yeah, absolutely. So to be honest, it's really the reason why most people work out. Right. And I discovered that, I was a personal trainer. I've worked at, 6 different facilities, including Gold's Gym and Equinox.
When you say the reason they work out,
most people are working out because they want others to find them attractive.
Okay.
Health is secondary.
Gotcha.
Right. So it does tie in, together. Right. The goal is to help them to see it for the health. Well, but when I used to be a trainer with women, they were always working out for a guy. They wanted a bigger butt. They wanted the Beyonce this. They wanted the slimmer waist for that. And they wanted to seem more appealing, more attractive, whatever that idea was in their minds. And that's really how I got started in this work 2 ways. It was watching the women at the gym and talking to my clients and seeing that their focus was really on their sexual life. And that was what was bringing them to the gym. Mm-hmm. And then it was also because I saw that men were very disconnected from women, didn't know how to communicate with women. They were disconnected from their own emotions and their own heart space. And I thought maybe if I could work with women and help them to see that they're more than, right, the hips and the ass, and that the working out is also for health and not just for the body. And if I could show the men how to communicate with women better and be more connected to them, then maybe people wouldn't end up in a marriage like mine or have the relationship issues that we see going on. So that was really the why for me and how I started this.
Wow, that's amazing. I find that men like what they like.
They do.
Whether it's big booty, little booty, small titties, big titties.
Yeah, they like it all. There's no one size fits all.
Yeah, pretty much. So thank you for helping us kind of alchemize that information. Yeah. Hey, Stars Tina, what's going on? This young lady right here, she is the mastermind behind the 8 o'clock Cup of Motivation.
What about Jay?
He already went.
How did I? Oh, because I was on here. Sorry, I'm a shut.
You know how you missed it? It went. But yes, she is the mastermind behind the 8 o'clock Cup, Fit, Healthy, and Blessed, and Fitness on Fire, and all these things that we have going on. And she actually brought us together through Triple J, and here we are. So I want you guys to say hello to her. Hello to Stars Tina. Stars Tina, tell us who you are. Tell us why you started this. What's your goal? What's your vision for this group?
Thank you, Dr. J. And yes, I had to jump on Clubhouse because I had people texting, "Are you? You said you were going live," and I'm like, Dr. J's page, and they couldn't find it, and I couldn't find it, so I said, "Boom, look at this. We are rocking here on Clubhouse." So, guys, say hello to everyone on Clubhouse.
Hey, y'all! Hey!
They all said hello. We got Cynthia here, Walida, Texas Pete, D, Candace, Christine. You guys don't have my glasses on, right?
Glasses, Tina, glasses.
Here we go. Okay. Anyway, hi there, guys. I am Stars Tina, otherwise known as Tina, and I had the idea for this room when I first jumped on Clubhouse. If any of you are like me, you really didn't want to jump on Clubhouse. Any of my mods, were you like that? You did not want to get on Clubhouse when it first began? Looks like it's only me and you, Dr. J.
No, it's not. I got on and I got off, and you pulled me back.
Exactly. I was super hesitant. I was like, I don't need any more friends. I don't need to know any more people. I don't need any more social. I was like, I don't need it because I'm addicted to social media, to pictures. So my friend kept saying, Tina, you can make a lot of money on there. And I was just like, okay, I'll listen. Anything with making money, I'm like, okay. So I jumped on and I found this room, Breakfast with Champions. If you guys haven't heard of this room, it's on Monday through Saturday. It's 5 a.m. They even do 5 a.m. on Saturdays. Dr. Jamesia, how the heck did I get reeled into doing the music for 5 a.m. on Saturdays? Can you please share that to me?
I think you might have volunteered.
Girl, that was my glowing and flowing day. Now I'm doing music at 5 o'clock on, and you know you can't go back to sleep. But anyway, Breakfast with Champions, I got so much insight. And a lot of people use the app just for willy-nilly stuff. And when I got on it, I was learning so much stuff, you know? And I said to one of the mods that were on there, I said, I DM'd them on Instagram. I said, why are you doing this? Like, you make all this money. What is the purpose? And they said, Tina, in life, you have to give in order to get. And then I thought, okay, what can I do? And then I thought about the rooms, how much they gave me value. And I said, well, I want to give what I'm getting, but I didn't have that big of a following. I'm not going to say I was a nobody because nobody's a nobody, but Triple J, you know, he's the heavyweight champion. Everyone knows who Triple J is. And we had a little food love affair on this other app called Vision. And we were talking on Vision about Oreo cookies, mac and cheese. And he's like, are you from Clubhouse? And I'm like, yes. He's like, ah! And then I met him in Kentucky when Breakfast with Champions had an event. So, you know, that brain of mine's always going. I'm like, Tina, Triple J knows all these people. You know, maybe he can, because he said he wasn't available. No, because he has a lot going on. So I said, maybe he can do a room with me and he can get some people in. So he said, sure, whatever. And we did a pop-up room. And then people, guys, it was so many people. I think Triple J can put a room up and put Doo-Doo Brown and people will just show up. That's how amazing he is. But it's true, right?
Yep. I came in that room. That was like Black Friday or something like that, because I was standing in line to get tennis shoes in Norfolk.
Of course you were shopping.
I was shopping, and that's when I met you that day.
Yes, and you were one of the originals, the only original. So that day we were talking about who knew what, Doo-Doo Brown and Oreos. And I said, if anyone wants to start a room with me, if anyone wants to give back, and Dr. J was one of the other people, and we started doing the room. And this is what I love most about Dr. J, guys. Everyone that joined the room, I said, what do you get out of it? Like, what do you want to do? And most people are like, I want to make money. And then some people didn't even say they wanted to make money. They just kind of did it in the back channel, you know, like Snakeified, went in the cut. But anyway, let me get back to the but Dr. J has such a heart. She's like, I just want to give. I just want to pour into people. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, the room has grown. It has matriculated. I don't even know if that's the correct word I'm using, but it sounds fancy. And then I heard my Isha in another room, and I was very nervous. I still am a little low-key nervous and scared of my Isha, not because she's taller than me, but because her mind, guys, it's a scary thing in there. And I asked her, would you like to come, you know, be a part of the room? And she said yes. And I had a little girl crush. I was like, I got like all excited. And then people would fall off and fall back in. And then Shelly, we all know Shelly and Renee's my ride or die. Renee's been there from day one. So long story short, this is where we are today. It is a group thing, guys. I see Rosa's visiting us too, guys. This is a group thing. Dr. J said, hi, Rosa. And so the goal, what I want for the room now, honestly, is to just, this room for me, and I don't know about you guys, it's so organic. It's so natural. We're there Monday through Thursday. It's usually Fridays, but we're taking Friday off maybe for the summers. We may come back. I don't know. But Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. It's your 8 a.m. cup of motion. And we always everyone's topic goes into another. And honestly, it feels like it's something for God, from God, built by God. Triple J pops in when he wants, and we change lives. And the room is doing what I wanted, Dr. J. We are thriving. I just am ready for it to go to the next level. And Shelly is definitely, I'm loving all of her ideas of how we can do that, because we all have so many gifts inside that I'm not saying we're hiding them, but we're just not utilizing them to the fullest potential. Hey, that was a good one, Tina.
That was.
Anyway, so that's what this YouTube channel is doing. Clubhouse is here. They're thriving. This is, you know, on the mic, back to you, Dr. J. But my goal for the room is just for us to transform lives and to just be better. That's about it.
All right. Well, cool. That's good. That's good. So
I thought we had static or something. I didn't know what that was.
It's not static. Just sound effects.
You said a little.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. Okay, so yeah, we are at 668 members in the Fit, Healthy, and Blessed. So we're only 332 members away from having the potential to be monetized. So if you guys hear this and you're on YouTube, come to Clubhouse, seek us out, seek out the Fit, Healthy, and Blessed room. 8 o'clock Cup of Motivation. We're there Monday through Thursday, and we talk about various topics. And all these topics really are something that everyone can benefit from. We talk about, on Monday, we talk about fitness. On Tuesday, we talk about your sexual, sensual health. On Wednesday, we talk about your wealth. On Thursdays, we talk about mindset, intermittent fasting, whatever else I decide to talk about. But, and then, we're all in different clubs on Clubhouse. But honestly, I feel like for the most part, this is the meatier, juicier club that we're in together. And because we kind of work so well together, it just comes out that way. So if you guys want to join us on Clubhouse, please do that. We would love it so much. Also, I wanted to talk about how we're going to share with you how we're getting monetized in certain spaces and places. And so I want to start with Shelly, who is getting monetized or is monetized on Facebook, and then Maisha, and then Maisha, who is on Instagram. So I'm going to give way to, okay, yes, ma'am. Hey, Tina.
Only because, I tend to ask I don't want to say dumb questions, but don't laugh at me. So okay. I recently found out that monetized was a fancy way of saying making money. Would that be correct?
Wait, say it one more time.
When you say monetize, making money, would that be correct?
Yes. The ability to make money through ads, through affiliate links, through sponsorship, stuff like that.
Thank you very much. In case anyone, out in the world didn't know what that meant.
Right. Sorry about that. I appreciate you doing that. So Shelly, can you tell us a little bit about how you went about getting monetized on Facebook? Because honestly, I'm going to tell you guys, I was not on any social media until November, like really full into it until November. I was like, listen, I can't do all this. I don't want to do all this, but then I just went all in, so tell us how you did it on Facebook, please.
Okay. So, Facebook owns Instagram. So okay. It's actually Instagram, even though I am working on Facebook because I have a couple of Facebook groups with several thousand members. So I'm about to roll over there. Man, nothing to motivate you like seeing a check in your account that you could spend. Because I will tell you, no lie, that money is gone.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, all right, lovely. So I'm like, got bills? Got money. Let's go ahead and put this in that business account and do what we got to do. So I have several thousand people following me on Instagram. So
when you say several thousand, can you give me an idea?
About 13,000 followers.
Jeez, yes.
On social media. So I started.
What is the baseline?
So mostly US, about 90% US, 51% male, 49% female, mostly business professionals and entrepreneurs in the real estate arena, and then textbook other people who are interested in real estate some way or another, because that is where that audience came from. Okay. I have tried to veer away from it, and I get crickets when I veer away from it. They followed me because of real estate, and that's the dialogue that they want. So what I started doing, though, was focusing on once Facebook, the entity of Facebook or whatever they're called, Meta, once they invited us to start monetizing, I had to make that mindset shift, set myself free. I stopped being so neat and organized, and I just started being a little bit silly and being a little bit raw. And one day I look like this, and most of the days I don't. But I just start putting the stuff out there and paying attention to what they're telling us. So I'm getting so many views. The views generate ad revenue from them, and just falls in line there. So because every time I post a reel, they're asking me if I want to monetize it or not. So if it's not my content, I say no. And I might repost something of yours, but it's not mine. I'm not supposed to be making money on your content. So I turn it off there. And if you don't turn it off there, they will say, hey, you are not Maisha. You are Shelly. So we're not paying you for this. And you don't want to do anything to put that relationship in jeopardy.
Right. So I'm going to ask you some, just some pointed questions.
Sure,
So
please.
I see that you have 13,000, like you said, people following you. But my question to you is, what is the minimum before you can get monetized? What is the minimum amount of followers?
My immediate answer is I don't know.
Okay.
Because the algorithm shifted and their business model shifted.
Okay.
I know that I had to reach 10,000 before the vault opened up and I got additional resources. Being able to just add extra links and everything else. But remember, now everyone can post a link. So I never want to tell someone that I know when I don't. I just know that they invited me to, they started sending me invitations. They invited me to open a store. They invited me to monetize my reels.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to ask you for our next live, if you could grab some of that information so we can get it out to the people. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so,
Dr. J?
Huh?
Can I ask her a quick question?
Yeah.
Shelly, did you put your reels directly to Facebook, or were they on Instagram and then went to Facebook?
So I put my reels on Instagram. I've given them then permission to share them on Facebook. And I get these pop-ups. Maisha can probably talk more to it, where it says that your video is being recommended on Facebook, or they tell you that they're pushing it out. If and I, for the life of me, and I will prepare for it, Dr. J. I wasn't expecting you to get me with this, but I will ask those questions, because I will tell you, when I got that first,
people want to know. We want to know.
So I look in my account and there's $100 in an account that I don't use, and I'm saying, where's that from? And because I just get this pop-up, and then I'm like, Facebook, did I buy something on Facebook? I'm confused. I don't remember buying anything. I'm ready to call the people who's spending my money that I didn't authorize. I'm like, no, crazy lady, we're giving you money. And then all of a sudden, a couple of days I get a $200 check, and I'm like, that's a 100% increase. And if I can get another 100% increase, and then another 100% increase. So yes, I absolutely want to learn what it is that I'm doing that is generating this money. But I will also tell you that not only am I putting my reels out, I am going to be moving to do some things that I will be telling you guys about, but I'm putting my outros. I'm putting my branding at the end, same way we do YouTube. Going to make sure that those videos end with my branding, call to action, and that when I use my links, that wherever links are allowed, that those links go to places, again, affiliate links and or my products and services.
Okay, that's juicy. Thank you. That's good stuff. All right. Well, I'm just going to talk about my monetization on YouTube. And so just really quickly, I'm going to give you some baseline stuff. So you have to have at least 1,000 followers, and you have to have 4,000 watch hours in 12 months. And so if you don't hit that in 12 months, each day, whatever your watch time was, say April of 2021, say it was 30 watch hours, they'll pull that 30 watch hours away on that day. Whatever watch hours you get on April 2022, they'll add back. Does that make sense? So they won't take away all your hours. You won't go back to zero. But each day, if you don't continue to produce content and get that number up, then they'll keep pulling and sucking it back. Once you get 1,000 followers, 4,000 watch hours, you're forever monetized. That is it. There's no more requirement, only that you upload and stay active on your program, on your channel, for 6 months. Like you can't be inactive for 6 months or they'll knock you out of the program. Okay. And so that's how you get monetized on YouTube. And I've heard that it's one of the harder ones to get monetized on. What I did was I was consistent. I uploaded every Tuesday and Saturday for the first year. That I did not get monetized that first year. But I kept going. And I might have just did maybe one live a week and one upload a week because I got tired. And so, but I did stay consistent on the platform. And then I finally got monetized. And now, and it's not a lot. I just checked, but it's something. It's $26.34. I haven't been monetized long, but that's $26 I didn't have. I'm happy about it because I was doing it anyway. And I'll continue to upload and have lives anyway. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about how it's going. I think that if you just continue to stay steadfast, then you will get monetized on whatever platform you're trying. But I do want to tell you what I did do strategically to make more money. So what I did was I became an affiliate with Amazon and I put those links in my videos. So if anyone buys anything from my link, doesn't matter what it is, then I get a piece of it. And so that check every month is somewhere between $100 and $125 every month. So that's, it's not a lot, but it's something that I, didn't have. So that's the affiliate. And also I've been able to get speaking engagements that have been anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per engagement. So that has been the beauty of being on a channel and continuing to be on a channel. So not only do you get monetized in the way through YouTube, you can get it through other things. The last thing I want to talk about, I've had the opportunity to get sponsorships. So they sent me some shoes to do something with, and they sent me some vitamins to do something with and stuff like that. So those are some things that you can think about if you're interested in that. My goal was to get more speaking engagements, and that has worked out for me. So that's how I was able to get monetized. Do you guys have any questions on that?
I have a quick question. So you had a let's get music first. I love how you came into the YouTube space with a goal and a plan. Where Shelly, would you say that you went into this Facebook thing with a plan, or it just kind of happened?
Honestly, it just happened along the way, and I've adjusted as I've seen the algorithms and the opportunities change.
Dr. J, if there was anything you could do, someone who's watching you now, because someone told me that, I said to someone, a year from now I want to be monetized. They're like, it doesn't take a year. So question for you, Dr. J, if speaking to people, is there anything you would suggest to people that you would have done differently that would have made it easier or quicker for you?
Yeah, the thing that I would have did differently, I would have done more lives. And the reason why I would have done, now you got to upload also, but doing more lives, because some people just upload, they don't do lives. But the difference that I've seen in my algorithm and my analysis of my channel, excuse me, is that on my videos, I may have 3 to 5 minutes of average watch time. On my lives, I have anywhere from 9 to 15 minutes. And that's the sweet spot to get that watch time. And I didn't realize it until I was close to being monetized. And so I would tell whoever's out there trying to get monetized on YouTube to consider doing at least a live or some shorts or something throughout the week. Now, when you do shorts, and I think Jamaica's here, but when you do shorts, you don't get monetized on shorts. You can get monetized on shorts in a different category, but it doesn't help you get monetized. It doesn't help your watch time for the 4,000 hours. Just so you know that. Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anyone, let me see if anyone on Clubhouse has a question for you. Thank you. Oh, they said thank you for the information. They're loving everything that they're hearing. Yes, they're saying thank you and good afternoon.
Awesome. Good afternoon, and you're welcome. What were you going to say, Triple J?
Yes. Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so you uploaded twice. I'm sorry, every week, or what? Say it again. Every week, or
I
was it
uploaded every week, twice a week.
twice a week?
That does not include lives. I was
Okay.
slow rolling on the lives. Yeah. But people,
How-
for whatever reason, people love to see you live. They feel connected. Yeah.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
just would have done way more lives.
I would have incorporated at least one a week.
One a week. Okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
At least.
I'd
Yeah.
like to pop in and tell you that that was really what the difference was, because I was still doing static, and I've known that video was important, but I was still doing static content. And when I decided to start doing more video is when I started to see those notifications in the back saying that I had been monetized.
Mhm.
You know, so that it really does matter. And people love having a relationship with you, feeling like they can connect with you.
Mhm. Mhm. I agree. That's true. So
Re-
yeah, so
reason
mhm.
I asked is because I'm about to start my YouTube channel, and so I want easy, Tiger, easy. Okay. But yes, I'm about to start my
Podcast.
my
Podcast.
YouTube channel and my podcast. I'm gonna try to get it all worked in there together. Even to try to do when I do my podcast simultaneously on Clubhouse and on Wisdom, and just
Mhm.
try to really, get my voice out there. So I was just trying to see, since you're starting out, a good strategic way of doing it, because uh, we learn by other people telling us, what they would have done better. And
Mhm.
so the lives are going to be, and I notice even when you go live on Instagram, a lot of people engage with you, or they feel like they're there with you as you're
Mhm.
doing shenanigans or whatever that is. And so they like just feel a part of it. So yeah, that's why I asked that. So just getting some advice for when I put my stuff out.
So listen, Triple J, for you, I think I don't think you're going to have a problem getting monetized. I think you just need to choose a platform and really go all in on that platform, and then
Oh, you mean like
repurpose
one platform?
that data. So I think that you might do better to go on IG live and then repurpose to YouTube, repurpose to Facebook, and go like that. Because sometimes what I do when I'm feeling froggy, I will repurpose my video, a piece of my video, to IG for like a Tuesday tip or something like that.
We have a question for you, Dr. J. This question is from Erica Bell. She says, how can you tell the watch hours?
Okay, so when you go, Erica, when you go into your YouTube channel, there is a studio, a YouTube studio. And then on the left side of your screen, it says monetization. You click monetization and it will tell you your watch hours, and it will tell you how many subscribers you have. And it'll tell you that we will, if you want to be monetized, click this button and we will notify you when you can be monetized. So it's right there in your YouTube studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've talked about being monetized on Facebook. We talked about being monetized on YouTube, and now Maisha is going to talk to us about how she went about getting monetized on Instagram. Hey, Maisha.
Hey, so it's kind of like with Shelly. Yeah, I was invited. I don't know what the criteria is for getting monetized on Instagram. They kept sending me, those little pop-ups saying, hey, you've qualified for bonuses for your reels. And I was like, and I looked through the description. I was like, okay, I'm not doing it. That sounds like too much. Or, no, because if I post something, then they're going to flag my account. And no, now I got to give them my banking information. And no, and I just kept saying no until I talked to Dr. J. And I was like, yeah, Instagram keeps sending me this thing, to get bonuses for my reels. And she's like, oh, why aren't you doing it? And I was like, because I was afraid I would get flagged. She was like, okay, well, then they won't monetize you for that. I was like, all right, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it. So I'm up to $43. The payout is like every month. It's not like Facebook does it. But so I think it's till June 12th. The max you can earn is $1,200. So
Oh.
obviously, the more reels you post, the more money you get, because it goes by. I forget if it's views or plays. See, I haven't even been doing it long enough to be able to give you all this type of information. But I was invited, kind of
Mhm.
like Shelly was, in order to do it. So I'm assuming there's a number of followers or a number of posts that probably makes sense.
Yeah, we'll find out what it is. But my
Yeah.
question to you is: once you went through all the I ain't gonna do it, I don't want to do it.
Conversation with you.
Yeah. Once you decided, was it as hard as you thought it was gonna be?
No, the process wasn't hard at all. It's just that, and I know people don't believe me, but I'm an introvert. And I always feel like I want to have a huge party, but I always want to screen everybody who comes into my party. And you can't really do that when you're on social media or when you're trying to build a business. So it's like, I wanted people to see me, but only this many people to see me. I don't want all these people to see me. And if you start monetizing your reels or anything else, I haven't pushed my reels to Facebook yet. It just feels like way too much exposure.
Oh yeah. Go on and just push that. Go on.
See, it's like it just feels like
doubling the check, Maisha. Think of doubling the check.
I know. And see, I
we
need
need that money.
I need
We
to
need
love
that money.
money. I know, and I need to
We
love
need
money
that
like y'all
money.
do. I need to love it more than my privacy, and it's really makes me
What privacy? What privacy? You're
Listen.
already on Instagram.
I know, and I'll be looking at it when people start following me, like, where are you all coming from? But so I'm trying to. You know what, Daddy J? If I had you right next to me that I could hold on to during those moments, I wouldn't be so scared. But you all the way down in Weehawken or Washakashi or Akawuka, Alabama, whatever.
Excuse me.
Whatever
Hold
the name
phone.
is.
Stop. Nope. Stop the interview. How dare you? I am from the beautifulest place in the world, Anniston, Alabama. And I was born in Wedowee, Alabama, the greatest place.
Wedowee. Yes.
I have a question for all three of you. So do you brand, or I know Dr. J does because she helped me with my YouTube channel, your banners, your format. Do you have a format, or you just throw stuff out there when it comes to the way your platform looks?
So I'll say I have banners. I have banners on my YouTube. I mean, I would like to do my YouTube and my podcast. That might have to be every 2 weeks because it's too much. It's too many platforms. I'm definitely not a TikToker. I have an account, but I cannot. It's too much. Instagram, yes, I try to use the same picture across the platforms. Facebook, I'm really interested in, Shelly. So that information I would love. And I meant to ask, is that on your business page, Shelly? That happened? That was your business page, right?
So I think you have to be you have to have a business account. So that part I know. But my groups are not business. I just have the groups and they grow.
Oh, so you need to have Facebook groups?
Let's let Dr. Jamisi answer it, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, I can answer that. Okay, so from what I understand on Facebook, you do have to have a business account, but they monetize your personal account, and then you have to push it to the business account.
Oh, I like that.
I could not have said that if you paid me.
I like that.
That's exactly what I did.
So groups have nothing to do with it.
No.
So the groups had nothing to do with it yet. To have 2 groups with over 6,000 people in them who are interested in monetization, and to be able to now go back and say, hey, listen, we're going to be in this 8 a.m. cup of motivation, come in and join, and then go be live in my Facebook groups and have that set up. If Triple J was pulled back, he's got his microphone, his computer, and his phone there. So we can make sure that we're tuning into our audience and pulling as many people into our Clubhouse arena and into our monetization. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's as much as you want to push yourself to and what you're comfortable with. Some people have setups with the multiple arms, and there's an array of cameras in front of them, and they broadcast everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand all of that you just said, but I know I'm going to learn it eventually. But I did just to Tina's point. Yes, I do branding across all of my stuff, including the little logo, just like Dr. J has on hers on my YouTube videos.
Would you guys say it's important?
I think so. From an identity point of view, because even though I've gotten rid of Lady Workaholic and I use my name, when I put my little $ Shelly logo, people know that's me. And everyone in my universe knows that somehow or another, no matter, we could be talking about newborn babies, somehow or another, I'm gonna be talking about putting a logo on that baby, and I'm gonna start talking about money. It just is what's gonna happen. So, that works for me.
Mm-hmm. And so for me, let me just say this. This is where I live. This is me. And I know I'm different from Shelly, and I know I'm different from Maisha. To me, I say don't get so caught up in making it perfect. I think done is better than perfect. And so
all day, all night.
And so if you don't have a logo, if you don't have branding, that does not mean that you don't start.
But Dr. J, would you say that you are the brand?
I am the brand.
You are the brand.
I am the brand.
Dr. J is the brand.
But side note, if you do need a logo, we have a graphic designer amongst us.
Yes.
We do. She can help you get that going. That's all I'm saying.
We do, and she can, and you don't need a logo.
Right.
You don't.
Right. It's listen, guys, we definitely want to be professional. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that will come, but press record, do it, be done, jump off, and God will provide the wings. That's all I'm saying.
So, Dr. J, I have a question for all three of you, but you in particular, because you said you just got on social media in November.
Mm-hmm.
So less than a year.
Well, when I say social media, this is everything other than YouTube. I was on YouTube,
right,
of course, a couple of years ago, but I was on Clubhouse, I got on Instagram and Facebook all at the same time.
So my question is, what strategy did you guys use to get your following up?
I don't have a strategy on any of those other platforms because I decided that I'm going to be there. I'm going to sprinkle here and there, but I needed to focus on one and monetize that one. I couldn't spread myself that thin. I couldn't do it. So I decided, okay, I need to really go hard on YouTube. And that's what I did. And the other stuff I do, it's more like play, but I really have found that Instagram may be the next thing that I go hard on because it's just easier. It's way easier than YouTube, way easier. So,
Dr. J, I think you went all in on Clubhouse because you just kind of came in and your followings, you went to different rooms. You had a plan. I remember you and Maisha saying this because I was like, I don't do that. You said how you had plans, like this day I go to this room, that day I go to that room. So you helped Clubhouse monetize you as well. Would you agree? Some of your YouTube people came from there?
Well, I maybe it did when you guys started making me mention all the stuff I was doing. But my main goal, once I got into Ashley's room, Dr. Ashley Wilkerson's room, she had like a 48-hour thing for women, phenomenal women. Once I got in there, that was more or less me being around my people. That was like, oh, this gives me life. Clubhouse gave me life to continue to do the stuff I was doing outside of Clubhouse. I didn't look at Clubhouse as a way to be monetized or a way to make money. I used it for a relationship base. And as you know, I believe that relationships are currency.
And like I said in the beginning, I'm sorry.
They really are. No, go ahead, Tina.
No, I was just going to say that just goes back to what I said when she first came to Clubhouse. And I said, what do you want? And she said, just to help people.
Yeah. And so that's where I live on Clubhouse. Like now, Maisha is like, you need to be talking about this. You need to talk about that. And Tina's like, we need to do this. We need to do that. And so now I've been doing a little more of that on Clubhouse. But that was not my initial goal. And as far as when you say I was strategic, yes, I was strategic in the fact that the energy I look for, the energy of the rooms was strategic for me. So I loved Breakfast with Champions. I loved Ashley's room. I loved the Mom Link. I love Global Women Wealth Warriors. And then I was loving everything. And then I started to weed that down because I was spending too much time. And then I had to focus on what really was feeding me. And what was really feeding me was the 8 o'clock cup and breakfast with champions. And I kind of like, and then I created my own room, Queens Nursing Queens. So that's where I live.
Well, if you didn't know, I'm like super honored and grateful, and just like, because I know how busy you are, I don't like when people say you're all over the place. I don't think that's a sexy word, but I know how you are intentional with where you are. And I'm so grateful to just be in your company, because it's like, even though I'm not in your sorority or whatever that stuff is, I still feel like, ooh, I'm one of the in girls.
So I wanted to say to Renee, so I didn't have a social media growth strategy. I mean, I've been on Facebook since 2010. When I got on there because I was a mom, and the groups I was in, that's what that was all about. And so I've just stayed on there. And then I started I've always had a business page. I've always tried to do a business of some sort. So that I've been doing that since 2000, and when the internet first popped up, and I've had my current business page for about 3 years now, and it's got 2,000 and some odd followers, right? I've had my Instagram I have a couple of Instagram accounts, but this particular account, the Central Energy Alchemy, I've had it for about 3 years now, and it's got a little more than 9,700 followers. And so I've just grown it organically. I've grown it through interacting with people. I've grown it by introducing people to my
I think you did a lot of lives, though. You did a lot of lives.
Well, that wasn't a strategy to get more followers, though. Okay. Right? Like, nothing that I did in my mind was I need to get more followers. It was, I'd like to go. I'd like to go live, or people sharing posts or things like that. But I had never approached anything that I did from a strategy. Clubhouse, I did, though, for some of the same reasons that Dr. Jamesia mentioned. Now, I got on in 2020, and I was thinking about it, like, did I want to get on Clubhouse? I remember my friend telling me about it, and I was like, what, an audio app? Like, it sounds weird, but okay, I'll get on, because she was like, there are a lot of connections to be made. So I got on in 2020 at the end of that year, and it seemed like a kind of a cool place to be. Found Breakfast with Champions early on before it was a thing. And I was in there when it was just a room, and it was fun to be in, and found Ashley V. Wilkerson's room, found Lolita, and I got invited to speak in Lolita's rooms twice, her 48-hour rooms. I hung out in Ashley's rooms, and then it just felt like the app opened up and an influx of some fuckery just came in at the start of the summer of 2021. Like May or June, and I was like, I can't do this. It was too much noise. So from about May to November of 2021, I wasn't really on Clubhouse at all. I might dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out. So I left there. And then at the end of 2021, when I came back on, because I was in a bunch of different rooms just trying to meet people. And it was all these follows and these marathon rooms, and literally rooms would go for like 6-8 hours. And this is before you could record anything. None of these features existed, right? When this first came out, and everybody was on here, and so many scammers, and it was so much selling, buy my thing. And I was like, I cannot with this. So when I came back in November, I came back with a plan. I did come back with a plan. I'm not going to be in a bunch of rooms that are always selling crap. I don't want to be in those spaces. I wanted to be in spaces where I could learn something. And if they offered it, that was fine. But I needed to learn something first. I wanted to be in rooms with people whose energy felt good. So all these relationships
with us.
Yes, exactly. So all these other relationship rooms that were happening, some of them that are still happening, and that was just a no for me. So I was very clear. And I didn't want to be in rooms that were all about business. I didn't want to be in that either. So I was very clear there. And there are people, I unfollowed a lot of people on Clubhouse. Some of them they're not even on there anymore. They did what they did, and they're ghosted. So I stopped following a lot of these people. Now when I'm on there to connect with people. I sometimes will pop in new rooms, because if you pop in certain rooms over and over again, you've saturated your market a little bit there, So I'll sometimes pop in new rooms. I love the feature where I can see the people I'm following, what rooms they're in, That really helps. I love that. So I go into, I pop in, I'll look and see what rooms other people are in now, and maybe I'll pop in there. But when it comes to Clubhouse, yes, I'm very strategic about how I spend my time, because you can get sucked into that. It's like the audio TikTok to me, and I don't want to spend my time in there like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will jump in real quick to say that my growth was actually strategic, because I was in heavy duty real estate mode at the time. We were doing a lot of renovations, and I was just videoing everything. If I was in a construction site, if my investor was buying something, selling something, I was posting it up. I was doing that on Instagram and Facebook. I was on Facebook joining groups that fit my avatar, which is what we all call our target market. And I chose rooms that suited, that had the people that I wanted to do business with, whether it was business to business or business to consumer. And then in Instagram, I honestly would just go through, search for hashtags that caught my interest. It could be puppies, but if I was searching for puppies, and it's just an example, I would go through 10 or 15 of those puppy links, and I would say, oh, what an adorable baby, or how old is he, or what kind of dog is that?
Mm-hmm.
And and doing that led to conversations, and people like being asked about them, so they would just start following me. So
that's another thing too. That's another thing too that I did on YouTube. So I would find other creators similar to me. I would go into their videos that I liked, and I would make comments that were substantial.
And and there's more, but now is not the time. We'll get more into it when the time is right. But I do want to say that I didn't think it was going to grow as much as it did, but the video was the difference. The human interactions mixed with the video, I would wake up and my numbers just kept shifting. And when I got super pretty and super coordinated, I got stagnant. And then when I started, because if you go look at my content, which you'll see there's a shift where it went from looking uniform to just looking all over the place. And now my engagement is up, and again, getting those deposits. So I'm going to go ahead and work with what's working. So what do they say? The math is mathing.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely, we could do a whole thing on that. There are definitely strategies to grow. Accounts. I am just now starting to implement a few of them, not a lot of them, but a few of them, to reach new people, and it's been working. Like, there are things that I'm posting now. When I go look at my insights, I'm more excited about the number of new accounts I've reached, not even necessarily the followers, right? Because people got a lot of followers and they're not making any money, and people got this many followers and they're making bank. But I look to see, was my post shared, right? And I look to see how many people who weren't my followers did it reach, and that's what I'm framing it around now, because I need to reach more people than just the people who see me.
Quick question, because I know you guys want to go. Maisha, you said you do. How often do you do that? And Dr. J and Shelly, do you guys check your insights daily?
I check my insights like I check my bank accounts.
I check my insights through the day. I can't help myself.
Through the day?
Absolutely.
Beginning, middle, end. Yeah, I go to bed.
I wonder what Moneybags is about to say. What do you guys think she's going to say?
Same.
Actually, I don't. I don't. I focus on creating content.
Even on YouTube?
Yeah. I focus on creating content. As far as checking my insights, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't even know what a lot of that stuff means. But I do know the difference between my lives and my uploaded videos. So for me, when I get caught up in all of that, I get a little bit off kilter. It keeps me from creating. So I kind of just do like this, and I just keep creating.
This is amazing, guys. I can throw out so many more questions. Like, were you nervous when you started? Are you nervous now?
I was so nervous. No, I was so nervous. Let me tell y'all. Oh my God, I was so nervous. It had to be so perfect. And after a while, I was like, forget that. I'm just oh yes, I made a mistake. Yes, I didn't answer or didn't say or whatever. I'm uploading this video and it's over. I'm done. And those are the ones I get the most watch time on.
Yeah,
Because people like the real. I start like the realness, right? I started my first YouTube channel. I don't know what happened to it. I deleted it, but I started my first YouTube channel in 2010, and I would use my Microsoft Movie because I had a PC to create like the graphics and all of that. 2010. And I was talking about health and fitness and all of that stuff. And I started doing videos then. So I don't know why to be so introverted. I've never had a problem with video. Like I'm always the first, that's the voyeur in me, right? And I'm always like, hey, put me on video. Hey, Triple J.
Because you're ridiculously intelligent and well-spoken and creative.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, that's all true. But I don't know. For some reason, I like video and video seems to work for me. So I really would like to get on YouTube and do more. I feel like I could really grow me if I was doing YouTube. I got to figure out a strategy for that.
You got a lot of videos, girlfriend.
I do have a lot of videos.
Would that be Sesame Street? Or would that be...
I have to put a PSA out. People, whatever you start, I called myself fixing my YouTube account, and I toasted it. I lost all my followers, all my hours, all my everything. So when you set it up, leave it alone. If it's not right, deal with it. Fix it along the way. Because I am at 0 and it does hurt my feelings.
Yeah. And honestly, yeah. What's your question, Daddy J?
Okay. So that's what I was looking at because I was as I was listening to y'all, I'm working too. I'm over here messing with my old YouTube page and I was like, let me see some stuff. So, and I just heard what you said. When you set it up, leave it alone, right? Don't go back and tweaking it because you might mess up something. So, if I'm doing a channel and I wanted to have my podcast on it and maybe some other stuff, do I just need to go with, I don't need to have the YouTube channel the exact same name as my podcast, do I? Or can I just
I would, Triple J, I would. Now that was my mistake because I'm the nurse practitioner extraordinaire here, but I'm Dr. Jamesia everywhere else. But I couldn't go back. They would not let me change to Dr. Jamesia. So what I do, I hashtag Dr. Jamesia on all my videos.
Okay. Well, see, on my YouTube channel now that I have now, and I haven't touched it yet, is Dion. Okay. But the name of my podcast is going to be Unbreakable Change. So
I think that'll work because it still matches. It's still very close. Right. Okay. And I totally like the name of your podcast feels, you know how I do. Like when you said it, I felt it, and so it feels like that's a really good name for the podcast. And it feels like the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel will be more about you. It sounds like that being your name is fine, but you do want to use those hashtags, hashtag the Unbreakable Triple J, hashtag the Unbreakable Change, wherever you're posting.
Okay.
Right. So that it stays congruent, and you want to use it, try and use the same picture across everything. So you're always recognized. My podcast and my YouTube channel are they're the same, but the podcast came later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for all of y'all to get on it.
So my podcast is Hot Chocolate and Whiskey Conversation with Dr. Jamesia.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. So I haven't.
Question: is that a bad combination to have?
Absolutely not.
And hot chocolate.
Absolutely not.
Kind of thing that Germans do.
I'm the hot chocolate. I'm the hot chocolate.
You're hot chocolate.
You're the whiskey if you're on my podcast.
I'm whiskey.
You smooth, bro. You smooth. You go down smooth.
Cognac or something like that. I don't know.
Yes. You glide down the throat all nice.
Listen, the well is dry here. You're not getting my 401k. So just easy.
No well is dry near me, good sir. I'm really wet.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys. We have come to an hour. We have come to a place where we're going to end for the day, but we will be back. We're thinking that we're going to do a live at least weekly. Right now, we are in the building stage of this, you guys. So be patient with us as we do that. Please let us know on Clubhouse and here what types of topics and conversations you want us to talk about. If you do not let us know, we will just do what we do and keep it rolling. So I just want everyone to say goodbye and tell us where that we can find you off of YouTube for anybody who wants to know that. And then I'll end and close it out. We'll start with Renee, go to Shelly, Triple J, Maisha, and then Tina, whatever you want the people to know. And then I'll close us out. Renee?
So you guys can find me on Instagram at Be The Change for Fitness. It's the number 4, Be The Change, the number 4 Fitness.
Hey, Renee, type it in the comments so they can see that. All right. Hey, Shelly.
I am on Instagram. That is where I would love for you to follow me at Shelly A. Carter. I will put it in the chat. That is SHELLIE A. Carter. And I've got some really cool new business development, marketing, technology, mindset, Renee infused stuff coming. So you do want to be connected so you can be the first to know.
Renee, that's the private chat. Put it in the comments.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mama. Triple J.
Huh?
Can you tell the people where we can find you?
They can
Where we
find
can
me at
connect?
my mama's house.
Who's your mama? Who your mama?
Barbara Johnson, the greatest woman in the world.
I knew that. I knew your mama's name.
No, they can find. I'm actually, and what's great, I'm actually in the process of restructuring everything that I'm doing. So, but for right now, everyone can find me on Clubhouse, Unbreakable JJJ. They can find me also on Wisdom, Unbreakable JJJ. Where else? Instagram, the Unbreakable _ Triple J. And soon you'll be able to find me on my YouTube channel and my podcast, which I am working on today, actually. So I'm going to get it.
And your website and your app.
And my website and my app that will be coming soon. Yes, thank you, manager. It will be coming soon. Yes, yes. And soon you'll be able to read about the greatest story in the world, the book, the story, the novel of Triple J. You'll be able to read that one day too. Okay, I'm done.
I was about to say thank you for plugging my book in advance, Triple J, but I see you were speaking of your own, which is perfectly fine. That one is also going
wait.
to
I'm sorry. I have already told you I cannot wait to read your book.
I don't know if you'll be able to read my book.
Well, that's not the book I'm talking about. I'm talking about another kind of book that will be safe for my eyes and ears, okay? Not that book. That book I can't read.
None of those books, Daddy J. Hi. Yes, I am Maisha, again, the Sensual Energy Alchemist. You can find me at literally, if you Google the Sensual Energy Alchemist, I think I'm the only person that you're going to find. But I would love it if you would give me a follow on Instagram. That is my main playground, Sensual Energy Alchemist on Instagram. Website is Sensual Energy Alchemy. Podcast is Sensual Energy Alchemy. YouTube is Sensual Energy Alchemy. I'm not really on Twitter, but if you want to hang out on there, Sensual Energy Alchemy, it's really easy to find me. I would love for you to hang out with me. I would love to play.
All right. Stars Tina.
Hey, so I am Stars Tina everywhere. So if you do starstina.com, that'll take you to all my links. Instagram is where I like to party. That's where I like to dance. That's where you can find me. I'm your life and health coach. Super excited. This went way better than I had imagined. Oh my gosh. I don't want it to end, even though you see a little, you guys are amazing.
How'd you imagine it? You see how we do. I thought we were quite tame today, honestly, for the first time.
we really were tame.
I thought we were very well behaved because we were introducing ourselves to the public eye.
We were.
No, but you know what, Maisha? I thought it was just going to be intros. I didn't know that I learned stuff. I got notes here, guys. Like, I'm ready to work. You should see these people.
That's how we do. Thank you. Shout out to Stars Tina, who was like, we need to be on Clubhouse, and was like, we're just gonna be on Clubhouse. You know.
I get your ass on Clubhouse right now.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Triple J, do you have a Rodecaster?
He does.
I do. I have a Rodecaster. It's awesome.
All right.
Everyone should invest in one.
Okay, no, we don't need to because you're here. So we need to talk about you setting us up so we can sound, you know, like chocolate and whiskey.
That's right.
Well, for you to sound like chocolate and whiskey, you're gonna have to do a few things. And I will help you.
So you ain't said nothing but a word, sir. You ain't said nothing but a word. August 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. What you got?
Oh,
He's quiet.
Okay. Okay, so easy, Tiger, easy. Okay. Okay, so but yes, yes, I think I will help all of the ladies. I will help them so they can sound. Do I sound? How do I sound? How do I sound?
you sound amazing.
You
Really
and
good.
Aisha-
It's not hard. It's very
really
easy. I got y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right. All right.
Aisha and Dr. J, and I don't know if you guys have special microphones, but the three of you sound extra good.
Yes, they're called external microphones.
Who's bigger? Is Maisha's? Who's got the bigger one? The
Triple
children,
J.
guys.
Mine's probably.
No, mine has that. Mine has the fluffer over it. That's why.
Oh no, hers don't. She has the fluffer.
I have the Yeti. It's the blue Yeti. It's the blue Yeti.
I have that.
So guys, I'm gonna make you laugh. Somebody gave me one of those, and I was like, I don't need that. And I kind of
But you do.
Wow.
I have the Q2U.
I have the
we're talking about.
I have the Rode Pod mic. And they went down on it. It's like $99 now. But you need it's an XLR, so you need to run it into an XLR machine. So
All right, next,
Mine was
just
about-
in case I've got my clip on just in case. Oh yes.
And mine was about $80.
This
it doesn't
about
take a whole lot to start. You just
129.
you need good lighting and good sound. That's it.
That's it.
All right, Starcina, let's go. We get out of here, girl.
Yes, you get us out of here, girl. You are amazing. I'm just like I'm goosebumping and everything. So excited for this. You have no idea. You know what my mind is going, right? You know, I'm like, let's go.
We're not having a weekly show, Tina.
I was
We are. Were you not here for this?
I was not.
Okay. Well,
Never signed that document.
you gotta keep up with Tina, okay?
You know, I know people who know people who know people who are producers in Hollywood, right? You know that, right? I'm just saying.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I want you guys to stay in the back. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to start removing everybody out. We'll see you guys on next week. We're going to stay in the background just to discuss a couple things. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I am Dr. Jamesia, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.